Good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to another round of Elder Scrolls Online. I'm back from work. I'm tired like a horse. And we are going to play for a bit. I don't have too much time these days. I'm waiting for my days off. Okay. So we have to continue the mine story. Let's speak with Lyris.
We think this old mine is where our assassin fled to. Good a place as any to bury him.
Did Fan inform you of our findings?
The clever woman helped you track the Queen's assassin to his hideout in Chillwind Depths. He got away, but left behind evidence that the Coven's planning another Harrow storm in this mine, and we're going to wreck those plans. I miss anything?
Since the assassin escaped, they're probably expecting us.
Good. Less chance of them scurrying away if they think they have the advantage. I'm tired of chasing these rats through the shadows. Are you ready to end this?
Let's go.
These tunnels better be dug on the large size.
Blackridge. We are going into the caverns. Here. What is this all about? What is this? Okay, let's collect. Ooh, a recipe. Oh, no way. No way there.
Scaffolding. Let's follow it down.
Careful. The structure doesn't appear to be completely stable.
Relax. It'll take more than a rickety structure to take down Lyris Titanborn.
Actually, I was more concerned for my own
That
well-being.
rat is so fast.
But if you insist.
Ooh, another one. I like blueprints. Oops. This place is like a new zone.
I think there's a cavern up ahead.
Do you think?
It's just like the old legends. Blackreach.
Blackreach. So the legends are true.
Blackreach.
But why is there a town down here?
Let's speak with Lyris.
This is impressive. And that's coming from someone who's been to Oblivion and back. Can't believe there's someone living down here. But at least it gives us a place to start looking.
No sign of the vampire assassin yet.
No, but all the evidence you found suggests he's down here somewhere. Let's go see what the miners can tell us. But be ready for anything. This place has ambush written all over it.
So how do you want to handle this?
Let's split up. Take a look around. Ask some questions. If the assassin passed through that ramshackle town, maybe someone saw him. Call out if you run into trouble, but don't make a move until we're all back together.
You really think we should split up?
We can cover more ground that way. And lone travelers are less conspicuous than a large group. Plus, if one of us gets into trouble, the others can come to the rescue. Just stay close to the town. We don't want to become totally separated down here.
Okay, goodbye. And let's speak with
My
Fang.
research into Skyrim included the legends of Blackreach, of course. I never expected to see it. It's massive. That letter you found in the assassin's hideout. It mentioned a mining consortium in the darkness below. Could this be the place?
That letter indicated that the Coven was using the miners for various purposes.
Right. If the assassin is part of a vampire clan working with the Coven, I couldn't imagine a better hiding place than this land of constant night. My guess is that most of the miners have no idea what they've gotten themselves into.
Should we investigate the mining town?
You and Lyris should. It's our best lead for finding the assassin. But if the miners have even an inkling of vampire activity down here, my presence might confuse the issue. I'm sure I can find something to do while you investigate the town.
Do you have something specific in mind?
I'll keep out of sight and check the surrounding area while you and Lyris investigate the town. Meet me on the far side of town when you're finished, and we'll compare notes.
You mentioned that your research included the Blackreach legends. Anything we should know?
Most of the legends are superstitious nonsense. It was once supposedly ruled by the dwarves, though. If that's true, we'll see their ruins. There are also a lot of tales about monsters. Pale, feral humanoids, giant insects. Be on your guard.
Okay. So we are going down here. And there are more quests here too. Let's check. Those down. Man, look there. This is awesome.
Traps. Did those two idiots set these things throughout all of Blackreach? Watch your step, stranger. A couple of so-called ghost hunters laid traps all over the place. They insist that it's to catch spirits, haunting the mines. They don't leave soon. The only thing they'll be catching is my boot to their backside.
Why are there ghost hunters here?
Blackreach isn't for the faint of heart. When we first came down here, we lost people to animal attacks. That's gotten better, but now everyone's spooked about a few missing miners. Most don't realize it's not uncommon for workers to wander off.
So you don't think there's a need for these ghost hunters?
No. My wife Elle hired them. She said they'd ease people's minds, but the hawkers are only making things worse. You look capable. If you could expose them for the charlatans they are, Elle would kick them out. What do you say? It's a paying job.
I see what I can do.
The spirit-chasing fools are down in the settlement, likely setting more traps for people to trip over. Damn things covered one of my workers in paint and nearly took off his leg earlier. Shaw's bones. I wish my wife hadn't hired these idiots.
What is this place?
We call it Dusktown. It's the Bitterblade Mining Consortium settlement. We're not a big organization. There's only about a dozen of us. Most of the work that goes on here is under the table. We're a small operation, but sturdy.
Have you had much success down here?
Well, there's no shortage of rare materials, that's for sure. But most of what we find is an abundance of creatures that want to sink their teeth into us. It's dangerous work, but everyone who signed on knew the risks going in.
Do you do most of your mining nearby?
Yes, but you'll do well to remember that the mines are strictly off limits to anyone who isn't under my employ. If you're looking for work, come find me once you run off these ghost-hunting buffoons. Until then, I recommend you keep your distance.
Do you know where your missing miners might have gone?
Blackreach is a hard place. You spend any amount of time down there and you'll learn that quick.
We have
Unfortunately,
a
some people
new viewer.
forget that and get in their
Welcome.
heads to go exploring.
How are you doing?
That's usually the last we see of them.
You think the missing miners just wandered off?
Wandered off and got eaten, more like. Either that or the darkness got to them. The isolation, the lack of sun. We've learned how to stay safe down here, but you can't protect people from everything, especially not their own minds.
Okay, goodbye.
Watch your back.
I'm trying to watch my back. So, both quests are here. This place is so nice. Investigate the underground town. These spiders are so fast. Let's see.
You've done it, Claudina. Truly excellent work.
Phoebe, we have a visitor.
Phoebe, we have a visitor. It's me. Hello.
Ah, hello. You're rather
Hello.
strapping, aren't you? If you're here about the traps, there's no need to worry. Claudina fixed them right up. She's really quite good at this. I can almost guarantee that they won't trip anyone else today.
What are these traps supposed to catch?
Spirits, of course. Ideally, the ones that have been
Spirits?
terrorizing these poor people. My mentor and I have been given the important responsibility of investigating the mysterious disappearances down here. We're supernatural specialists of a sort.
Have you found anything?
We're perilously close. Claudina has been doing this for years. She's practically an expert. I'm just her apprentice, but so far there hasn't been a case that we couldn't solve. Dusktown is in capable hands.
The overseer wants you to leave.
Leave? But we're
Yeah.
so close to figuring this out. If we just had a little more time. And maybe a set of extra hands? You look very clever.
I
I'm
give you
sure
my
if you
hand.
joined us, we'd solve this in no time. Interested? Claudina would reward you, I'm sure.
What needs to be done exactly?
We identified a few spots with reported spiritual activity. Here, take Claudina's notes. The hope is that placing traps here will increase our chances of capturing an entity and figuring out what happened to the missing miners. Exciting, right?
What do you think happened to the miners?
I'm not sure. I used to try and guess the conclusions of our cases, but I was almost always wrong. Claudina says not to speculate too early. Each case is different and requires a different approach. I hope the missing people are safe at any rate.
Who are you exactly?
Me? Oh, I'm practically no one. I'm just a mage that
No
never
one.
really
She's
fit in
no one.
anywhere. That is, until I heard of Claudina's exploits. I've always been obsessed with her work, so I tracked her down and begged her to take me on as her assistant.
What's Claudina's story?
I don't possibly have the time to tell you of her many amazing exploits. Claudina is a renowned figure when it comes to the study of the supernatural. She's had a lustrous career and published much of her work. You should read some. She's my hero.
How did you convince her to let you be her assistant?
It wasn't easy. Claudina built her business herself. After her husband died, she used his fortune to pursue her studies and has been on her own ever since. But I think she saw the benefit in a pair of young hands and an eager mind.
Okay, goodbye. Place spirit traps.
What an exciting case! I simply must write down this new development.
Focus on the task at hand, Phoebe. There will be time for that later.
Okay. So many players around here. So, where's that? Spirit trap. Oh. Okay. We are going to catch some spirits. It's nice what they did with those. We are not collecting plants. Okay. And the last one. Somewhere here. Oops. Down. What's this? Herbalist satchel. Nice. Okay. Let's speak with Phoebe.
You're back! Did you have any trouble setting up the traps?
The traps are placed.
Great work! You're a natural. Have you ever considered making this your life's work? It's really quite rewarding, and you certainly have the aptitude for it. Anyway, I'm sure Elle will be relieved to hear that they're all set up now.
Who is Elle?
Elle Bitterblade, the head of Dusktown.
Elle.
She hired us, though she's been understandably doubtful since her husband, Overseer Earlvar, kicked us out of the mines earlier. Maybe you could help smooth things over by telling her the traps are set up?
Okay, I'll
Thank you
talk to
so
Elle.
much. Claudina and I are good with the spirit side of things, but we struggle with people. If you talk to Elle and assure her that we're doing everything we can, she'd probably feel better. She should be right outside the mines.
Why were you kicked out of the mines?
Well, remember what I said earlier about the traps? We had an incident with the mine foreman, but he wasn't in any danger. We freed his leg easily and got all the paint off. We fixed the traps, but nonetheless, the mines are off limits to us now.
Okay, goodbye. Let's speak with Elle. She's somewhere there. Underground town.
Claudina, say more about your process. I want to capture everything in my notes.
Okay, nothing else. Nice water. Crystal clear. Oh, we don't want to steal. So many quests. Galuf.
You must be new to Dusktown. You've still got that look. Well, get settled in. You won't be allowed topside again until you complete your contract. So you might as well get comfortable.
You're a prisoner down here.
A prisoner? No. Why would you think that? But
I
we
don't
did
know.
sign a contract. Promised
Hello,
to stay
viewers.
until the
How are
work
you
was
doing?
done and never breathe a word. Otherwise, being a bonded miner with the Bitterblade Mining Consortium is a lucrative opportunity.
Have you seen a man with an eye patch come through town?
Can't say that I have. And I haven't seen any ghosts or monsters either, come to think of it. Even though the rest of the town can't stop talking about them.
I need some
Anyway,
more
welcome aboard
juice.
and good mining.
Ghosts and monsters.
Oh, don't let the rumors scare you. Miners are a superstitious lot. And being this far underground can play havoc with your senses. If you need to know anything else about Dusktown or working for the Bitterblade Mining Consortium, just ask.
So you haven't seen or heard about anything suspicious going on down here?
You mean those fools setting up their ghost traps? They're harmless. And if they make the superstitious miners feel better, I'm alright with that. Elle and Overseer Earlvar have been nothing but fair and honest with all of us.
Elle and Overseer Urlvar.
Elle Bitterblade. She owns the consortium. Earlvar's her husband and our overseer. They built Dusktown to support their claim. They're savvy business folk. Secretive, but that goes with the territory when you break a new mine.
Have you seen any locations where bandits could hide down here?
What a curious question. This whole place was tailor-made for undesirables. Tunnels, sunken barrows, dwarven ruins, lots of secluded spots. But don't worry, we're the only ones down here. Elle's precautions make sure of that.
How did you get involved with this mining operation?
Same as most of us, I reckon. I saw a posting in a tavern, talked to an agent, signed some papers, and here I am. Well, after they blindfolded me and walked me all over snow and creation. The work is hard, but the wages are excellent.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you. There is another quest here. It's inside. Let's check upstairs. Yes, it's right here. Letter to Durbin. You find a letter soiled and crumpled, but seems to be about an important job at the Bard's College of Solitude. Okay, orchestrations. That's outside, okay. We don't need that quest right now. Rolla, let's
Oh,
speak.
bother someone else, Hawker. If I don't finish this by the end of my shift, the overseer will have my hide.
I'm looking for someone who wears a patch over his left eye.
What do I look like? The town crier? If the overseer wanted us to be observant, he wouldn't have blindfolded us when he brought us here.
You were blindfolded.
You weren't?
No.
Up to this point, the overseer and his wife have been extra careful about keeping the exact location of this mine and the mining tunnel a secret. What makes you special, I wonder?
I'm just looking for a man with an eye patch.
Well, I haven't seen anyone like that. Now pick up a shovel and help me, or hork off. I can't afford to lose this job.
Okay. Just do your thing.
What a waste of time. These people have no clue as to what's going on down here. I wonder if being stupid was part of their service contract. Did you turn up anything?
No one I spoke to has seen a man with an eye patch.
Just because no one saw him doesn't mean he wasn't here.
Okay.
Let's talk to Fen before we start turning this place inside out. Maybe he's had better luck.
Fen said he meet us outside the far side of town.
Right. Skulking in the shadows. Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Where's that? But first, we are going for this quest. We are working on 2 quests at a time. Like all the time. And this one is somewhere where? Oh, speak with L. It's right here.
Grumog, please. There's no need for alarm.
But Captain Agaron is missing now. Who will protect us?
We don't need protection. We're
I'm going
perfectly
to
safe.
protect you.
You're wrong. There's something evil haunting this place, and we're its next victims.
Are you sure?
I hope this investigation wraps up quickly. There's work to be done.
I came to tell you that they finished setting up the traps.
Are you another one of that woman's assistants? Look, when I hired those two, they assured me that they had things well in hand. But we've got another person missing, and my people are scrambling over themselves in their fear.
Who's missing?
My town guard, Captain Agron. He was last seen at the administrative offices, but then he didn't show up for his posting. He just up and vanished, same as the others.
Do you think he wandered off?
Possibly, but I wouldn't have taken Captain Agaron for a deserter. If you're helping those ghost hunters, would you take a look in the offices? My people are scared. I'd like to have a working theory to give them, at least.
I'll check the offices.
Here, take my keys. They'll give you access. But please, keep your investigation out of the mines. After that incident this morning, Erlvar only wants workers down there. Best to keep everyone safe.
What do you think is really going on here?
At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being played at my expense. I don't know if it's just miners wandering off, or if it's malevolent spirits. But if this doesn't get figured out soon, my whole operation is going under.
Can you tell me more about the mining consortium?
I started this venture with my husband. Supposing all of this chaos doesn't completely ruin us, our goal is to be the first to capitalize on Blackreach's frontier. A few days ago, I would have told you we were doing just that. Now, I'm not so sure.
Okay, goodbye. I think we are going through here.
This is the place, Claudina. The locals say Captain Agron disappeared from this very spot.
It's locked. We must find a way inside.
Oh good, you're just in time. We've hit a wall in the investigation. How did it go with Elle?
She gave me keys to investigate the offices.
Oh, great! That's wonderful! Now we don't have to find another way inside. I keep telling Claudina you're a natural. You've just taken to all of this so splendidly. I'm thrilled you get to participate in the ceremony.
What ceremony?
I envy you, getting to experience it for the first time. Basically, if Captain Agron disappeared here, there might be some kind of spiritual residue left over from whatever took place. We need to conduct a ritual to try and harness it.
I'll help with the ceremony.
Here, you take the spirit summoning whistle. When I spread the salts, you blow it. And if there are any spirits remaining in the area, the tone will force them out of hiding. It's a big responsibility, but I know you're ready for it.
Does it actually work?
It varies by situation, but I've seen it work well over a dozen times. Some spirits find it more annoying than anything, but others are very susceptible to the sound. There are few supernatural beings that can ignore it, however.
Okay, goodbye. Let's go and see.
In here is powerful. Don't you think, Claudina? We are onto something. All right, here go the smelling salts. Get ready with the whistle.
Already.
Do you hear that? It's coming from upstairs.
Slow down, Phoebe. Be vigilant, not hurry.
Did you see that basket move?
What? I didn't see anything. Okay, first let's check. Nothing good in this place. It's a cat.
Phoebe, wait. What have I told you about
It's
jumping to
only
conclusions?
a cat. Missing miners.
You'll have to forgive Phoebe. She's still young, and for all her scholarly knowledge, she's prone to startling at the slightest provocation. Did you find anything worthwhile?
I found proof that Captain Ageran was looking for the missing miners.
Let me see that. This is from Earlvar, the mine overseer. Could it be mere coincidence that the town guard investigating the mystery of the miners just happens to be the next to go missing? I think not. There is something amiss here.
Are you familiar with the cavern he mentions in the letter?
I have some idea. There's one just below, tucked away in the back of the town. Phoebe may be indisposed for the moment, so I'm counting on you to join me. Keep her whistle on you. We may need it.
Okay, goodbye.
What was all that screaming?
Elle! No worries here. All part of the process. I assure you.
No, I'm doing this.
Over here.
It's much closer. here? What's here?
You're just in time. I spotted the vampire with the eye patch. He met with the Coven Witch, who immediately ordered her lackeys to place witch pikes around the area.
How can they summon a storm underground?
With arcane phenomena, anything's possible. If we hurry, we can stop this Harrow Stone before it causes any damage. You and Glyris should split up. You'll need to destroy all the witch pikes.
What will you be doing while we deal with the witch pikes?
I'll track the Queen's assassin and the Coven Witch. You focus on stopping the Harrow Storm. I'll find you after that, and we'll confront the vampire and the witch together.
We'll take care of the witch pikes.
Move. You take the east side, I'll take the west. Then meet in the middle.
Okay. Here and here. But first, we are doing that. Which way is better?
I'm certain these are the
cave
caves mentioned in the
entrance?
letter. Use the spirit whistle here. What was that? It came from inside.
Sure, we are going inside. Why not?
Agaron, no! Gods, no!
What's wrong?
Captain Agaron, he's dead. How can he be dead? This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this was supposed to happen.
What's going on here?
I don't know. I was supposed to meet Captain Agron, but as I passed the caves, I heard a cry. I ran in to find him bleeding out. He died before I could ask what happened. Agron was a fine man. He didn't deserve this fate. This is unacceptable.
Did you see what attacked him?
No, I didn't. You two need to leave. Stop investigating this. Gather your assistant, pack your things, and get out of Blackreach. This is getting far too dangerous, and I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. Please.
What do you mean?
We're wasting time. Just go.
We need to talk.
Okay.
I feel Overseer Erlvar knows more than he told us. The last thing we should do is heed his advice to quit now.
Why would Overseer mislead us?
That I do not know. But he seems to be increasingly agitated as we continue to investigate. I may deal in spirits more often than I deal with the living, but I know when I'm being led by the nose. He's hiding something. Let's find out what.
How do we do that?
Captain Agaron's wounds are fresh, which means the culprit can't have gone far. We didn't see anything on our way in, so whatever attacked him must have left through the other side of the cave. We should see if we can pick up its trail.
Okay.
Come, it can't have gone far.
Oops. It's a bit annoying, you can't see where to go.
Whatever killed Captain Ageron must have triggered one of our traps. There's footprints.
Footprints. More footprints. We are going to take this. Grexy, evening my friend, evening. Thank you so much for joining. How's your day? How was your day? Few beers. I'm so tired. If I drink a beer right now, I'm going to be drunk. So I'm sticking with my Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's brand new.
Curious. Spirits don't use trap doors.
Oh, this is a trespass.
Be one with the shadows. We cannot afford to be seen.
This is Assassin's Creed right now.
A strange mist.
Look.
Follow it.
This is stealth mode.
It's over. Stay low.
Ruik, killing Captain Ageron was not part of our deal.
I am a vampire, Ovar. I have needs. I made that clear when you hired me.
I hired you to protect my people. This was not what we agreed. You've taken it too far.
Who are you to reprimand me? You haven't seen too far. Just wait.
It's all beginning to make sense.
Claudina.
Overseer Erlvar employed a vampire to protect the mine. Dastardly. I believe that explains the missing miners quite succinctly. He must have given the vampire people in exchange for protection for the rest of his workers. But from what, I wonder?
Should we tell Elle what we discovered?
Not yet. Despite our ingenious detective work, right now it's still the Overseer's word against ours. And he's already given Elle reason to distrust us. What we need is definitive proof. Then she'll have to listen.
How do we find that?
I believe the Overseer's office is just across the mine. We should investigate. Of course, we have to find a way in first. Perhaps you could pick the lock, or steal his key. I'm somewhat out of my element now.
I'll find a way into the office.
Excellent. You are truly the purveyor of justice Phoebe made you out to be. Just be careful. If we manage to get ourselves caught, we won't get the chance to prove anything.
Okay, goodbye. What beer are you drinking, Crexy? What brand? Steal the key, pick the lock. Pick the lock. Let's see. Now I have to take care. Can I steal? Let's hide, let's hide. I was lucky. I think someone is there. Just wait for this guy to leave. Come on, just leave. Let me go. Okay. I think this is the way. I'm going to hide in that. Oops. jump.
My pickaxe isn't enough to keep the beasts of Blackreach away.
I'm nervous.
You wouldn't leave, so I called the guard.
Okay. We are good, we are good. Let's search the office. Upstairs. It's always upstairs. Nothing good. Letter to the overseer.
What did you find?
I speak with
That
you.
look on your face. Tell me you found something.
This proves Overseer Urlvar gave miners to a vampire in exchange for the mine's protection.
And explains what he was trying to protect his people from. It is not enough to simply turn this evidence over to El. I was hired to help this town. Spirits or no, I have a responsibility. We must stop this horror.
So what do we do?
The vampire seemed as though he was threatening Overseer Urlvar at the end of their altercation. Perhaps he's planning some kind of retaliation. If so, there's a chance we could catch him in the act if we find him.
Let's track him down.
We need to investigate the mines. There has to be a clue that will point us in the direction of that monster. Let's leave here. Dusktown needs us.
Okay. Oh, I got scared by this player. Find the vampire.
A body? This has to be the vampire's doing. I bet he didn't stop at one. Look for more.
Another one here. Yes.
The vampire. Follow him. Stay out of sight.
I've seen enough spiders to last a lifetime down here.
Do I have to stay hidden?
Tired of living down here. I feel like I can't breathe.
The fiend. We have to stop him.
Blackreach has a
Dark to even
strange
see what
stench
you're
to
doing.
Curse
Okay.
him. We'll never be able to catch him like this. How do we apprehend a man who can vanish into thin air right before our eyes?
Do you have anything that can trap him?
Vampires do not obey the same laws as specters and ghosts. My tools would be useless against him. Unless... Phoebe's whistle. Do you still have it?
Of
It's
course.
designed to emit a tone that's unsavory to immortal creatures. Perhaps it will disturb him.
Do you think it will work?
It's impossible to say without evidence. But it wasn't made specifically with spirits in mind, so there is a chance. Go on, try it. This is the only plan we've got.
Let's try this.
My head!
There he goes. Follow him.
Yes. I'm following.
More bodies. He's leaving a trail.
Oh. These spiders.
Come. He's not getting away.
You'll die like all the rest.
That's it. And again, Magica. Find the proof. Vial of blood, a glass vial of red, thick liquid. It is clearly fresh blood and smell thickly of iron. Thickly of iron.
We have our proof. Let us return to Dusktown.
Okay. Fly. Hello viewers, how are you doing? Bring proof to L, and L is down here. Can I jump? Oh, I don't have to jump. So many players.
This is ridiculous. You can't waltz in here and accuse me of such a thing.
Yes.
My husband would never do something so insane. I don't suppose you have any proof.
Proof? What proof could they possibly have?
We have the
You
proof.
and your associates accuse my husband of outrageous actions. Making deals with monsters? Murder? I hope you have a damn good reason.
It's true, we have proof.
Let me see that. Donors? But I don't understand. You can't mean Erlvar was feeding innocent miners to a vampire in order to keep everyone safe? How did
Yes.
this happen? How could I not have known? These were
Easy.
my people.
Overseer tried to confront the vampire, but it was already too late.
The fact that he realized he was in over his head doesn't excuse the abhorrent decision in the first place. This is sickening. We both want to protect our people, but to think he'd resort to something so barbaric.
At least you have answers now.
You're right. We would have been left to wonder and kept losing people were it not for you and those two over there. Just tell me one thing. Did you kill the vampire responsible?
Yes, I killed him.
Good. Good. At least there's that. Erlvar, you foolish man. What have you done?
Goodbye.
Another
Claudina.
case solved. Though we weren't dealing in spirits today, I have no doubt you'd make a fine ghost hunter. You have a natural talent for investigation. Elle has my sympathy. It is not easy to condemn someone you love.
She seems to be taking it well.
She is strong. She will be fine. Anyway, it was an honor to work with you. If you ever find yourself tangled in the world of spirits again, I do hope you'll seek us out. Here, take this for your time. You undoubtedly deserve it.
Bitterblade mining helmet. Thank you.
You know, I think Phoebe looks up to you. You've become a point of inspiration for her. I know we both hope our paths cross again.
Will the two of you stay in Duskwood?
Perhaps. I still sense dark energies here. This place
Dusk Town.
writhes with uneasy spirits. Overseer Earlvar was the culprit this time, but with him removed, perhaps the true spiritual mysteries of Blackreach will unravel themselves.
Are you happy we caught Overseer?
Happiness is not something I often associate with my line of work. Dealing with the dead is often a somber affair. But dealing with the living can be too, I suppose. I am merely satisfied with our end result.
Okay, goodbye.
I did what was needed. You should be thanking me.
Earlvar, you fool!
You fool. What you got there? Can I have it? Okay, let's go with the mine story now. Let's go up and see where is this quest. Where are you running? I'm still killing you. Oh, hello. Witch pike. That easy. And there is another quest here. Why not? Kelbarn's to-do list. My goals for today. Find some mining samples and bring them to that den Infred the Tall in Dustown. Finish my poem to Inguya, I don't know. In the heart of Blackreach you have stolen mine, and so I. Screech. Okay. Mining samples. Find Infred the Tall. There. Okay. We are going for my mission, my quest. Let's pick with fan. Famous unknown route. This is new. That's new, I think.
Stop the Harrow Storm before it could even get started. Now to deal with the vampire and the witch. Well done, my friend. Before the witch could even begin her ritual, I saw the magicka disappear like the flame of a snuff candle. The witch and the vampire assassin fled to Coggenthans and Dwarven. We can deal with them in there.
We should find Lyris first.
Time is of the essence. You get to the ruin, I'll find Lyris and we'll meet you there. It's southeast of Dusktown. If you get there before us, go inside and guard the entrance until we arrive.
Alright, I'll meet you in the Dwarven ruin. There. But first, we are going back for this quest. Oops. It's too dark in here. I think it's here. Okay. We found the tall man.
Hold on! 27 geode crates, 15 pickaxes, 5 wheelbarrows, 42 fresh tourniquets. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to do, so I don't have much time. What is it?
I found these samples near Kelbarn's corpse.
Corpse, eh? Well, call me not
Yes.
surprised. He never was any good at this. Always came off like he was better than us working folk. But the only thing he was good at was slacking. Alright, I'll pay you for his samples.
You expected him to die?
Yeah, so what? He was going to die sooner or later. I didn't make him take the job, so
It's
him
no problem.
being dumb don't make me guilty. Just give me my samples and move along.
Take your samples.
Judging by this bag, it looks like he died for nothing. Figures. Now I got to find a miner who actually knows how to prospect. Well, I said I'd pay you, so here you are.
Thank you.
Fuck off, pal. No time for useless chatter.
You're not very friendly.
Oh, boo-hoo. Mining is expensive and hard. It's even harder down here. Miners only survive when they're tough. How about you take your friendly and move along?
Okay, you jack. So we can go to Kevin. Oh, I can say that. That name. This place is like a maze. So hard to find your way.
Here, let's find this assassin.
We have mail. ugly.
Careful. I sense the presence of other vampires. Arrow fiends. Not the result of the ritual they stopped. So they must have brought them from someplace else.
Okay. There is a boss.
Give up the chase. I kept you busy long enough. Mr. Sada shall revive the exile.
Magic. Hello. How are you doing? Whimsical, if I say that correctly. Thank you so much for joining my stream. No, the pet is just for only the bear, it helps. But the cat, it's only a pet. The bear is a skill from the animal tree. Yes. Did you play it? ESO online? Elder Scrolls Online. You never played this. It's a great game. If you like MMOs, this is a great game to try.
You listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Rise, Exarch, and be reborn.
Look there. That's a big boss. A werewolf. It's a werewolf.
The Ashen Lord commands it, and so we live once more, Orfra.
Dive again.
Look at this place.
You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, which...
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Wallace.
You will see it. It's a great
Being
game.
watched, brother.
You have a lot of things to do.
Next time, Thada, the Ashen Lord, will expect
Great
more
stories,
than the restoration
great
of a single
quests.
reliquary.
The loot is
Now
good.
deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
The dungeons are
Come
great.
out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Sarda.
How many of your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
And even the PvP is great. If you like PvP, kill the Sister Tharda.
You who killed my dear sisters. Our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave. Great hearts. Perhaps your souls will suffice.
That's great. That's great, my friend.
These stone husks have all more fruit enough to your interference.
This is the big one.
One more wish for the pyre.
And she
Let's go
is
after
dead.
the other two.
Maximum stamina. Okay, we are back outside.
Damn, lost them.
Fan.
You saw it too, right? That werewolf shed that statue like a snake sheds its skin. Was she inside that stone husk the whole time, waiting to be awakened? Or did the ritual somehow summon her into that vessel? There's a lot I still don't understand.
What do you think Sister Tharda was doing in there?
Ritual, obviously. Remember the altar at Kilcreath? We found the urn, the reliquary, and shards from a large stone vessel. I think they were the remains of one of those stone husks. I'm not sure how, but it all ties back to the Harrow Storms.
How do the stone husks tie to the Harrow Storms?
I thought the purpose of the Harrow Storms were to create Harrow Fiends. Now I think that's only a byproduct. The storm somehow gathered energy that the witch used to summon Ulfra, the werewolf. Ulfra seems to think she was brought back to life.
Brought back to life? Is that even possible?
I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible where magic is concerned. I'm going to look around with Lyris, then return to Old Mjolnir to finish studying the witchpike residue. Maybe That will help me understand how the ritual works.
You can really figure out the ritual by studying the residue.
Theoretically, using my knowledge of alchemy and old Mjolnir's understanding of reach magic, we should be able to figure something out once we know what components were used in the ritual.
We heard them mention Exurge and the Ashen Lord. Do you know what any of that means?
I don't know of any Ashen Lord, but Exarch. I came across the term after the incident at the mass grave in Bankurai. It's a rank used by the ancient army. Its members were buried in that unhallowed grave. Their remains were smuggled here.
What ancient army?
The Grey Host. It was an army of vampires and werewolves that rampaged across Hammerfell during the First Era. There aren't a lot of records remaining, and even the burial site was a closely held secret. Exarch was a rank, like General, I suppose.
Do you think someone is trying to bring the Grey Host back to life?
I don't know. But that's the impression I got from the witch's conversation with the Exarchs. I wish I knew more about this Zengalis and Ulfra, though. And the Ashen Lord, for that matter. That's why I want to check the ritual site.
Okay, goodbye. And let's speak with Lyris.
Damn it! The vampire and the werewolf are long gone. They call themselves Singalis and Ulfra. And they had an unusual rank or title, Exarch. I wonder what that means.
They also mention an Ashen Lord.
Yeah, I heard. No idea who or what that is, though. Maybe Fen can make sense of what we saw down here. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back inside. I want to get a better look at those stone husks that were left behind.
What do you want me to do?
While Fen and I examine that ritual site more closely, you should return to Solitude and inform Svanna that her mother's assassin has been taken care of. She'd want to know. More than that, she deserves to know.
I'll go to tell Svanna the news.
I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there. I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here.
What are you hoping to find back at the ritual site?
Anything that tells us more about what the Coven and its allies are trying to accomplish. Maybe something about this Ashen Lord. I'd even settle for a clue that points us to any other strongholds they have down here. We need something more to go on.
Why did you leave Svanna at the Lonely Troll?
Because I don't trust the security at the palace. Vampire or not, the assassin had too easy a time getting close to the Queen. Besides, Svanna feels comfortable at the tavern. I figured she needed some comfort after watching her mother die.
Just a second. Goodbye. So we have to go out. Let's check that place there, if someone is doing that. People fighting.
Enjoy your comrades in this world.
know what I'm doing.
This reliquary is filled. The exchange.
I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to take this special.
A bountiful harvest. Enjoy your freedom from oblivion. It has begun. The offerings. Another fruitful harvest. The reliquary is prepared. Exchange nears completion. Enjoy your
Almost
freedom
done.
from oblivion. Initiate the exchange. Reliquary is nearly filled. The exchange is complete. They answer the call.
Okay, that one is dead.
Enjoy your comrades in this world. Our harvest begins.
dead. I really don't know what I'm doing.
You'll be the final sacrifice to the Hellstorm. Enjoy your freedom from oblivion. Is prepared. The offerings.
I think we have to destroy the tower.
The exchange is complete. Our harvest begins. Stage nears completion. Lots of one critique will not dispel this ritual. This reliquary is filled. They answer the call. This reliquary is nearly yours. As long as one type remains, the ritual will continue.
And the next time. No problem, my friend.
The other storms. You won't live to see them.
Yeah, the pet is not so strong. He's just doing his thing. I'm great. I start the work again. I'm tired. I'm working 10 hours every day now. I have 3 more days. I can't wait for my off days. It's a bit late, but I'm trying to stream, to be present here.
no difference. There will be other Harrow storms. You'll never stop them all.
All this fight for this? All this fight for such a bad loot. Not so wrong. Where do I have to go now? Into the city? Yes.
Unnatural witch storms. Nothing but Reach stories, mark my words.
I don't think we're the first to camp here. Lots of fresh tracks.
Get some rest. The guards will watch over us.
So, my Australian friend, you're not sleeping at this hour? What's the time there? 4 in the morning? 5? Yes. I just start the new chapter. I complete Somerset. And now I'm here in Western Skyrim. I already complete a part of the zone. The story is great. So sad. Someone just unfollowed. I lost one follower.
Finally! Waiting in a tavern without a drink is maddening. How do other people do it? And Mog hasn't been helpful. His solution to every problem involves a great amount of alcohol. What news of the bastard who murdered my mother? Did you find him?
We tracked down and killed the Queen's assassins.
I would have preferred to see him dragged back here for a proper trial and execution. But at least justice has been served. Were you able to determine who was behind the murder? Was it connected to the threat you came to warn my father about?
Yes, the assassin was a vampire who was working with the Ice Witch Coven.
Damn those Reach Witches!
And damn my father for being so obstinate! But what does the Coven want? Are they planning to kill my father? What else can you tell me about this threat to our kingdom?
The Coven can summon devastating storms that wipe people's mind and turn them into monsters.
That's horrible. But there must be more to this than simply turning my people into monsters. Well, I'll do what I can to help you. Mother would have wanted me to. What you've done and discovered will be enough to convince my father. It has to be.
Okay, we got Circle of Solitude and 1 skill point.
You and Lyris risked your lives for my kingdom and have been met with nothing but suspicion. You counted on my mother to be your advocate, to convince my father of the Coven's threat. Now she's gone. I'm no substitute, but I'll speak for you.
Will the High King listen to you?
My father hasn't heard a word I've said since I was old enough to talk. But with Mother gone, someone has to make him see reason. You know, she tried to teach me, but I never listened. I guess maybe I'm more like my father than I care to admit.
The Coven isn't acting alone. Someone called the Ashen Lord commands vampires and werewolves.
That makes it even more imperative that he heeds your warning and takes action. All of the holds are in danger. Hoffingar, Hjalmarch, Karthald. My father needs to do something before another storm strikes. Meet me at the Blue Palace, all right?
I'll meet you at the Blue Palace.
I just need a moment to think about how to approach this. Consider the words to use. My courtly manners are a bit rusty, and I've never been much for diplomacy and fancy speeches. Shore's bones, I could use a drink.
Are you sure you're up to talking to the High King?
I'm not sure of anything. If I don't do this, though, I'll never forgive myself if something terrible befalls the kingdom.
Just get the High King to hear us out and we'll take care of the rest.
Right. Easy as honey-baked pie. It's not like you came here at the behest of his most hated rival or anything. Look, I'll do my best to get him to listen. You have my word on that.
Watching your mother die in front of you must have been devastating. Do you need some time?
Feels like I've been shattered into 1,000 pieces and swept under a rug. But I don't have time to mourn right now. Not with the kingdom in danger. Now, let's go talk to my father before I change my mind.
Okay.
Wish me luck, Mog.
Get luck. I
Yes,
suggest
it
a
is.
slug of kindle pitch whisk.
We have snow on the mountains. It's a pretty good looking place. Okay.
What is it?
I don't speak too much. My wife is already sleeping right next to me.
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhard.
Well?
You would have me spread my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not.
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
this man.
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me, not so much.
Tell me how your mother would have handled that.
Mother had a way with father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand, then I suppose it's up to me.
What do you have in mind?
Our kingdom consists of 3 hordes. Halfingar, Hjalmarch, and Karthold. I need to warn them. The Jarls might listen, even if my father won't. I'm the daughter of the High King, after all. Time to start acting like one. Will you come with me?
Sure. I'll accompany you to see the Jarls.
We should visit Jarl Redharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog, so she'll know where to find us.
Do you think you can get Jarl to listen to us?
Honestly, I don't know. But Jarl Redharn tempers his warrior nature with a kindness not often seen in people of his stature. Besides, he's always had a soft spot for me ever since his daughter and I played together at moots and other gatherings.
Have you and your father never gotten along?
I remember a time when we were all happy together. Him and Mother and I. Seems like a long time ago. At some point, he became more and more involved with the trappings of power. He was more interested in being the High King than my father.
But you got along with your mother.
I tried, but interaction with my father made it difficult.
Yes,
she
it's
wanted us
brand
to be a
new.
family. But the High King wanted a queen and a princess. Eventually, he stopped ordering me to attend royal functions. It was my one victory in our relationship.
Do you think you can get Jarl to listen to us?
Honestly, I
Okay,
don't know.
we already did that.
What do you want?
Okay, let's check our armors. We got something good. Stamina recovery. Okay, let's go to the crafting.
The wood...
Okay, I have to go. It's almost midnight and I don't want to bother my wife, she's already sleeping. So that's it for today. Thank you so much everyone for joining, for watching me, and I'm going to stream again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you guys. Take care and see you tomorrow.